Good day, traders. Hoping that everybody's doing well today. Let's see if we can quickly hop onto the market and try grab some setups for the London session. How's my sound, guys? How's my sound? Tell me how my sound is, and then I can just share the screen and we can get started. Okay. Sound is good. Perfect, y'all. Hope you're doing well. Drop some pairs on the side there that we can analyze and we can take a look. So this is yesterday's setups. I posted this and I think we shared this on the live as well. Yeah, but I did post this and it just retraced at 1.4R hitting break even. And for those that actually didn't enter again, so the trade should be running. Let's see how that works out. And anybody else who is not in the setup, you have to wait for price to actually drop midway in this region before you can consider getting into the setup. So for now, the setup is still valid. We are still running. It is still playing in this region here. So we're going to wait for it. And potentially, if it does trigger, we are going to go hit the 2493 zone and the 3147 zone. So we'll see how that plays out. But for now, keep the setup in place. We are still in play. And for those that did get kicked out, I hope you re-entered. If you didn't, that's still fine. Wait for the setup to come back, trigger, and then wait for it to go back and get you into the setup. If it doesn't come back, that's still fine. Let it go. Focus on the next setup. Okay. I know US30 literally tanked yesterday. It just went deep in the money, hitting 3R. So I know that some of you guys try to get out of the setup here, which is not good. And those that do have some tight spreads probably got kicked out at this level here. But then again, if you did use our rules, you should be good. You should definitely be good. Okay, so anybody still in this pair, I hope you did close some partials, and then we'll see how that works out. And then I think I did post in the channel to close half. So tell them to close again. Move stop to 2R. And then let's see how that goes. So for now, the setup is definitely out. And I see Ya wants us to take a look at. I see Mashila says there's no sound. That's weird. Is anybody struggling with the sound as well? Because everything seems fine here, and I think Ja can hear me. Anybody else struggling with the sound before I continue? I'm waiting for a comment. Okay, he can hear me. Mashil, I think it's your setup there. Just try and check your settings there. You should be fine. But my stream seems good this side. Anybody else who can hear me, just drop a comment there. Then I can just move forward. If you can hear me, of course. If you can't, then I might have to restart this stream. Okay, I'm just waiting for a comment on the side there. Then I can move. Nobody's commenting, just waiting. But if you can hear me, Ja, let me move. Let me just continue. Okay, so today on US30, on the hourly, I don't think there's nothing there. Let's take a look at the 4-hour, which is where we picked up this order. So what we can do here, we are going to have to wait for price to break this zone. And once it does, Okay, perfect. Sounds good, OG. Thank you, Christopher. Awesome, guys. So what we are going to do now with US30, because this setup already triggered and we are good, we are in the money. Remember, we also don't manually close trades. We have to wait for trades to play out. We never ever close trades manually. We maximize on any possible setup you can get on a trade. And remember, guys, drop some pairs on the side there. I see Jar wants us to look at NAS, gold. We are looking at US30, GJ, GU, UJ, and S&P 500. Okay, we'll take a look at 3 of those if nobody else drops some pairs on the bottom there. But for now, for US30, like I said, we are going to have to wait for price to break this zone. And once it does, only once it does, we are going to look at using this zone here as a potential entry for a target for a sell as well. And it will be something similar to this. And I'm going to show you guys, we may have something in the daily, which we are going to take a look at as well. So we could have something like this to the downside. But remember, we need the zone to be broken first. Until that's broken, the setup is invalid. It doesn't count. It's just an idea. And then let's hop onto the daily and see what the daily is showing us. Okay, there we go. So this was on the daily, not on the 4 hour, guys. So we did have this move to the downside, retracement, pick up, form double highs, drop break structure, retracement, picked up from the order block, came down. So we're waiting for it to break here. Once it breaks, we are going to have something like that, and then it's going to come back, pick up an order, and drop again. So that's what you want to see. And until that happens, guys, we are going to have to wait, give it some time, wait for price to come to you. So on US30, there's nothing at the moment until the zone is broken, and until then, you stay out of it. You literally stay out of it. So I'm going to unmark it. And then on GU yesterday, I think price literally just left us. I'm just going to zoom in further, see what we had, because I know we had a bit of a setup in here, but it was like on the 5 minute, if I'm not mistaken. So price literally shot to the upside. Let me show you guys. I did this on the live, by the way, guys. So I hope you guys, if any of you guys got this, then brilliant. If not, then it's one of those. Actually, not on the 5, on the 15 minute. Yeah, so it played out like this. There we go. I think I used this OB. Price literally turned at the entry and then it just left. There was no way anybody could have caught that. If you did, then, wow, brilliant. But that means you broke one of our rules, which is we never, ever use limit orders. So that was broken. But meanwhile, we do have a bit of a BOS over here. And we see price did come back, but it didn't go as high as it should. So we are going to wait for price to break another zone, which would be this zone here. And once it does break that zone, let me move these. Drop some questions on the side there, guys. I'll answer to the best of my knowledge. And keep an eye out for the new Wushu. Keep an eye out for the new Wushu. It is a bit of a beast, so keep an eye out on that. Okay, and then we've got this. Perfect. So I'm going to erase this because none of us caught that. If you are following the rules, we are looking at this new setup. And remember, this level must be broken first. And once it is broken, we are going to look at an entry at this point. And let's refine it so we can get a decent stop loss range, and of course max out on the R's there. So these ones did get mitigated, so we're still going to keep to that. Let's take a look at the 5. Still nothing to work with. Let's go deeper into the 1 minute, and let's see how that looks. We need an unmitigated OB. This one was mitigated, so we really can't find one. Okay, so we are going to focus on the bigger one, the hourly one, which is this initial OB, this initial one here. But now what we're going to do, we're going to go halfway of it, just break it in half. which is usually an easier way, unlike literally going deeper and going to an OB. But when you go deeper into an OB, you are going to refine your setup to a very, very nice point, and that's going to work for you. So now this is where we are. So that's the OB we're going to use, or the zone we're going to use. And remember, you wait for price to get into the zone. Only then you enter the setup. Guys, don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to like the stream. That will help us grow. Okay, there we are. And then we target these zones. So remember, you want price to break the zone first. And then from breaking the zone, so this is what we're looking at. One price to do this, come back halfway, put a sell stop, and then tank from there. This is exactly what you're waiting for. So for now, we can have an alert midway. When the alert triggers, you place your sell stops. So let's see how that plays out. Okay, let's take a look at the US 100. US 100, we had a sell stop here, and then it broke even, hit 2R, went back up again. I don't know who caught the second trade, but whoever caught the second trade, beautiful 10R, beautiful, beautiful 10R. So we missed the second trade as well, but it happens, it happens, it happens. So this was a brilliant play, perfect play. But yeah, so moving forward, let's take a look at the daily, see what it's giving us. This is still valid, by the way. This zone is still very valid. It's only going to be invalid once the zone breaks here. So once price hits the zone, then we cancel this setup here, and then we focus on this one for the new daily. So until that happens, we are not going to be trading this. So this one is still valid. We wait, and then let's see what the 4 hours is giving us. Okay, we got the setup. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's take a look at the hourly. Hourly. No, okay. Hourly, nope. Don't forget to just drop an email, drop a not a WhatsApp, a Telegram. We will be dropping the promo for the Wushu and the bootcamp. Do check it out, don't miss out. Limited spots as well. So drop me a Telegram or inboxes to get more details on that. US 100, nope, it's not going to work for us. It's not going to work for us. Okay, so let's take a look at gold. US 100, I'm going to remove that. Let's go back into gold. So we're looking at gold and oil, and then we are done for this session. And we're just going to hop into the London. We did miss the open, so it's a bit tricky there. Okay, so let's take a look at the daily. Okay, nothing decent there. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 looks like we are having a bit of a change of structure. So we have a reduction, decline here, retracement. You can look at this as a retracement, and then there's another one, and then we had a break of structure, retracement. So we could have a potential break of structure here. And once we do have a break of structure there, we are going to look at an entry for the upside in this region. But until this happens, none of this is going to work out, because it might be a fake out. You might find that price actually does not come back here. It might not come back here, but could potentially come and break this and continue to the downside. And you might find that overall, this is just a bigger play, whereby we have this move and then comes back and forms this bigger one, and then comes back, forms this one, then retraces, respects the zone, and continues down. So we need to be wary of that. Always focus on perfecting your structure. And until you can do that, then you'll be fine. Okay. Hope everybody's doing well there. Let's continue. Okay, so we are going to skip this one for now, because on the hourly, I just saw it earlier. It didn't really look decent. We didn't see something worth playing at. And yeah, we could look at the zone here. Sorry about that. We could look at the zone. Break of structure, retracement. If it respects this level and continues up to break structure, we'll be targeting these zones. But until this happens, we are still a bit of in the dark, and you don't want to be playing around the dark. You always want clean, clear price action. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. US oil. US oil, we are still holding the setup. We are still holding the setup. We're waiting for price to basically come back into the zone. This is from a bigger time frame, by the way. So you need to come back into the zone and potentially trigger a buy. And until that happens, we are going to be staying out of it. And if you do look at price now, let's see how this region is looking. Because remember, always one clean price action. We had a decline here, retracement. Okay, let's see if it does break this zone here. If we do have a break here, which could probably happen now. If we do have a break there, we're going to have a sell. But now this candle is a bit too big. So we're going to have a sell somewhere here. Let's see if we can refine it. And this is on the 4 hour, by the way. So let's see if we can refine that sell. There we go. Then let's go further in to the 15. See what we can find. 15, nothing decent here. Nothing decent there. Then let's go into the 5. It's a massive drop. I doubt price is going to come back, but it's leaving a lot of imbalances when it does that, which could work out for us. Okay, I'm not finding a decent OB to work with, guys. As you can see what it's doing, when it does come back into the region like that, that's when you hop in to the sell. Okay, let's see. Go back now. So I'm going to refine and go back into cutting it in half. And then have an alert inside here. Then, of course, your price over there. And then you'd have your sell in this region. And remember, you're waiting for price to break this level first. And once it does, and only then do you look at entering this setup. Let me move this big one here. Let me just put it on the side here. Then would have something along these lines. Okay, so this is how I'll be approaching this setup. And that is the last one for now. It's very volatile, very volatile. So I think when it moves, it's going to move rapidly. And if it does get into that OB and you catch that move, then believe me, you're going to have a feast on this one. This is one of those setups that are going to be pretty good on our Wushu 2.0, because what it does is as it keeps doing this, it keeps giving you profits. As it keeps doing this, you keep milking it and milking it. But yeah, you'll check it out as soon as it gets out. Other than that, I hope you guys are good. I am going to hop off, getting into the London. Do check out our website, check out the Wushu, check out the bootcamp, and you can drop me a Telegram, guys, and we can have a chat and see where we can help you guys out. Until then, I'll check you guys tomorrow, right before the London Open. Happy trading, guys.